All right, here
Good
we are.
morning, goddesses. We are live. Good morning. Look, we
Morning.
sorry. We so sorry. We started the party without y'all. We did not mean to do that this morning, but we on
It
something
started.
else. Yeah,
Nobody pressed the live button, and we had already started.
uh, right. We started, and we all cute, and we feeling good this
Like, we
morning.
ready? She ready?
She ready. We ready.
Ready. She ready.
So welcome in. Welcome to Me Moments in the
Me
Morning. Let
moments.
me tell y'all what today is.
Mm,
Do you know what today is?
gonna
It's
find out.
our anniversary.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, oh.
Yes.
anniversary.
Okay.
Oh,
Yay. Woo, woo,
you mean
woo,
this
woo,
guy?
woo, woo, woo.
Belinda.
Hey, hey.
Belinda.
Sorry. I'm so excited and I'm waking up the house already.
And apparently
Y'all
you
know it's
can't
only
hide
5
it.
o'clock here. You
Can't even
already
hide
know
it.
it's only 5 o'clock here. But today is the anniversary of Slay becoming a number one bestseller in all of her categories. And we celebrating her today. Y'all know
Celebrate.
me. I find any and every reason to celebrate, but this is a really great one. Um, she's been good to a lot of us, and she's gonna carry us on this journey. So yes, so I'm fancy today too. Wait, look, I gotta do my shimmy for y'all just so y'all can see my top, right?
Shoulders. You're like,
Yes,
okay
Okay.
now.
honey.
All right.
Work.
Let's
We
Work
want
begin
to
the
see
it.
about
episode.
this
Whatever
channel.
it is, work it. Ow.
Kids be looking.
Ow.
Ah,
Like it. Work all of
work
it.
it.
Who says a goddess can't be sexy?
Right?
You're supposed
At
to.
any
Exactly.
time of day or night,
Right.
right?
Anytime.
Oh
Anytime
my
you wake me up.
goodness. And plus, I don't know if you all noticed, I'm sure you probably have a little bit, but I've not been feeling great the past couple of weeks. And
Yeah.
so now I'm feeling my energy again coming back into my body. And I'm just feeling really good this morning.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning. Let's see who's
Morning,
here.
morning.
Alessandra and Belinda. Thank you,
Belinda.
goddesses. Thank you and good morning.
Morning, all.
Yay, yay.
Yippee.
Morning.
So excited.
Yes.
You looking for a
Yeah.
charger? It's over there. All right. Let's see what I have for you today. Um, so it's a birthday sleigh. Like I said, we're going to be celebrating her all day. Let's go to the message of the day, which is, of course, in your sleigh Bible,
Oh, it's in there.
page
Find it.
162.
Find it.
162.
You need your glasses.
What'd you say? 162?
160. Thank you, Marie.
Get your glasses though.
Put your glasses on. Put your glasses on, girl.
Hush your foolishness. Hush your foolishness.
What you doing over there?
What you doing?
Oh.
All right. I'm there.
Oh my goodness. All right. So, all the parts and pieces of life that were once confused and scattered seem to just fall into place as if by magic. The discovery of such moments always leads us to divine truths, noetic nowisms,
Mm.
loving experiences, and joyous journeys. When they arise, they are often front and center, yet we don't always recognize them for whatever reason. Pivotal moments are designed and divinely placed before us throughout our lifetime, should we choose to open our eyes to the knowledge of their truth. So, now that I'm a little bit older and a little bit wiser, I know my worth. I
Mm.
know what I bring to the table. I know the gifts I have to offer the world. No one or nothing can take that from me or knock me down from my pedestal. I still have challenges and fall short from time to time, but it's cool because now I slay me. It's a lifestyle, a choice. At the very least, I hope you do the same for yourself. I hope the contents of this book have served as food for thought and more. I pray the journey ahead is of your wildest dreams and that
Mhm.
it leads you to know and love every aspect of you more intimately than you could have ever imagined. I hope you go back, to find that little girl inside you. Love her with all that you are and everything you now know. Nurture her back to life because she deserves to live. You deserve to live. It is time, goddess. Welcome to your powerful now.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Welcome.
This is your moment. You know, that's a song, right?
Of course.
It
This
is now.
No, it's like, yes, it is.
I have to
Indeed, it
think
is
about
one.
who it is. But
I heard a
this
spelling bee word.
you read a
There was a
spelling bee?
spelling bee word in this message.
Okay. What's the spelling bee
Yeah, what
word?
is that?
Nor something nowism. The word before nowism.
I knew you were going there.
I'm like, use it in a whole sentence, please. A whole sentence.
What are we doing? What are we doing? You know,
No,
yeah, you already know I love words. I don't know why you be messing with me like that.
nor something.
So I'm going to turn into an interview a little bit here with you, Tracy.
Yes.
When you started writing the book that became a bestseller exactly 1 year ago, what was going on just before you were writing this?
That would depend because let me tell you,
You met
I
Marie. That's what happened just
procrastinated.
before.
I had periods where I procrastinated. Right?
Of course, we've all
Listen,
done that.
when the idea of the book came when I left my job, the
Mm.
first time. The
Mhm.
first time I had to fix
Mhm.
some things and go back and come back and then leave again. So the first time I decided to leave my job, and I tell part of that story in the prelude, where I'm talking to the dean of nursing, the associate dean of nursing, and we are fabricating and talking about this life of this beautiful woman who decides to become president of the college and I was like, are we talking about me? I don't know if this is me. And I do remember going to my office that day and thinking, this is really nice. It's really great. And many nurses would be honored to have been on the path that I was on, but it wasn't for me. And somewhere I knew, but I ignored it too. I ignored it. I just kept working and doing my thing and I ignored it. And so it wasn't until I came out of that and just started to let my guard down did the book come into play.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah. And giving birth to this book, do you feel that not only that you have grown, but the people around you have grown?
Oh, absolutely. Yes. And we see it, I think we see it every day when we
Mhm.
do me moments in the morning or Clubhouse edition.
Mhm.
Um, and it's nice because we've been doing it for a while now,
Right.
and so you see the growth, and you don't see it, but you hear it in
You like you don't see it.
right?
Well, you
You hear
grow
it.
because it's from 30 days. It was supposed to only be 30 days. Me
It was a
moments
30-day
in
challenge.
There
Yes.
you go, Dr. Marie.
just like months later, here we are.
And here we are. I will tell you that leading up to the launch, initially, I did not know Marie, and I was looking for the launch videos in that last night, but you know how that goes. Anybody that does videos on a consistent basis, you like, you know what, to hell with
In
it.
the
It must
vault.
not be meant to be seen. We got to let it go. But I was looking for that last night, and because I wanted to show how powerful we are together. Marie was such, and I thank you again, Marie. She was such that person that just stepped in, and she just like she is now. And you hear
Well,
her,
you saw
she,
the chat. At least you see the chat,
yes, oh yeah, the chat showed up.
but no video though.
But not the video. Isn't that strange? How does that happen?
We don't know.
But anyway, yeah. So she came in. She just started. She said, "You're doing this by yourself. You're launching your book by yourself." I said, "Yeah. I'm gonna turn on the video and I'm gonna just talk to people all day." And she was like, "Oh, like, no, you're not." She just stepped in and took care of me like a goddess, I loved it. It was just an honor to have someone to just step in, not knowing who you are or anything about you, but just step in like, oh no, we doing this together. And that's how goddesses roll. I love it.
So this is exciting. And Mountain Spirit, how
Well, I was remembering that moment, Tracy, thinking how sad and disappointed I was when I saw that what you were doing with Marie had stopped. And I
Mhm.
had called you. I had asked you about that. Wait, what happened? You're not going to do any more? This is great stuff.
That's it.
This is great stuff. You birthed a baby, and now nobody's feeding the baby. What's going on?
Nobody's feeding.
So, but you shared that that was the intention, and you guys regrouped, and that's how I was invited into Clubhouse. I had to get a brand new iPhone and upgrade and all of that stuff. I don't do.
That's growth. That's another growth.
Yeah,
Growth.
yeah. I guess that's what the kids say. Yeah.
and I ran into Dr. Marie doing something else, and I was thinking I want to find other like-minded individuals that do this podcasting thing, and they look like me. No diss to anybody else that podcast, but just that they look like me. That's what I was looking for, and just kind of there's such a light inside of you, Tracy, that glows. It glowed through the phone before I saw you face to face, and I was thinking, who is this? And how early is it? And she's she takes care. She's got kids. She's got grandchildren. She's all excited. Yes, and you would be like, yes, of course, self-love awaits you. Yes, I mean, yes, and kind of that affirmation of yes. What are you grateful for? So I'm thinking, I will never be depressed around this woman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ever.
I love it. I so love it. And this is who I am by nature. This is just who I am. And you can ask anybody. Max, who comes into Clubhouse, she was like, this is.
Yeah.
What's funny is when people see me from, high school, even junior high school, they're like, it's Cheerleader Tracy. I'm like, that is not my name.
You were a cheerleader?
Yep.
Of course I was a cheerleader.
Was there ever any doubt, any question?
It wasn't.
Born to cheer.
We got Slay.
Yeah.
No, but we all need that. But we all need that cheerleader, especially when we find ourselves just dealing with life. And
Yes.
I'm telling you, exactly 2 years ago, facing this holiday season, I was just in a horrible state of depression, losing my mom, because I'm just like, what is life? I mean, I was angry at God. You done left me here. I ain't got no man. I ain't got no kids. I don't love you. God's like, you need to walk that back, honey. It's gonna be all right. I got you. But but definitely I literally was thinking, I've got to pray and the people will show up. And y'all showed up.
And it happens all the time. What I was gonna say to you is I am that person who, like, I want to be your cheerleader until you become your number one cheerleader. You know, Mountain Spirit, you were gonna say something and we got all off into something.
No, I'm really loving this because it's so in alignment with everything you imagineered to me. About what you wanted to do. And this is Tracy walking her talk. And when you read this in the book, I thought it was beautiful that Val asked you where you were in your life. Because I just saw the whole movie. And what I remember is, and it's the same place we all get to before we launch, right? Yes. On our spirit walk, is we recognize the self-abuse.
Yeah.
Little girl that you're talking about, she's screaming. And when my little girl is screaming and I'm not responding to her, I'm not even acknowledging her, that's not just neglect, that's abuse, and it's self-abuse. So when we get to the point where we know that we say, okay, she's screaming, let me see what she wants. Well, she can't stand coming to this job every day. You got to get her out of here. So it's like when we start listening to what our hurting, our wounded spirit, I don't want to call it a child because a child denotes an immaturely developed emotional mind.
Yes.
Your higher self in child form.
Mm-hmm.
because it hasn't really lived, because we have superimposed since I got here, I've been superimposed, all of us, right? With
Right.
the
We have.
education, with the programming, and the jobs, and the marriage, and the children, and the house, and the picket fence. It's like one thing after another.
Mhm.
Where in the world do you respond to the needs of this spirit child?
Yes.
So it's when you, and I see it so clearly. I bless you and thank you for being in my life, because it's like seeing something in a movie happening to somebody else in such a clear way, that
Yeah.
you recognize the abuse, you stopped it, you took measures to remedy it, even though you said to her, "Look, I don't know how we're gonna do this."
I don't know. Right. Exactly.
Now, you did a Harriet Tubman on her,
Mhm.
and it encourages me, because we still go through it as life goes
Yeah.
on. Where we have this urge to be pulled back into Babylon.
Mhm.
So yeah, thank you so much for being a walking example of ending the abuse.
Yes, you are
Yeah.
so
You
welcome.
read just took me right there to that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that came out too, because
Mhm.
that is so important to me. And it
Mhm.
wasn't until I walked away from all of that that I even realized how abusive I was to me, right? How much damage I had done. And I remember being in Belize, and I was like, oh my gosh, I should be up. I should be awake. I should be doing something. And Mountain Spirit would be like, you need a nap. I need a nap. Let's take a nap. Like anytime. Okay.
It's therapy.
Right. It really is. Oh,
And
so it was
the
like,
thing is, you've always been a slayer,
yes,
but you was
yes.
always playing for somebody else.
Mm.
And that had to stop.
Oh.
That
Play
had to
for
stop.
yourself. That's a program coming up, by the way.
Oh
Slave for
boy.
I feel
you.
that. Slay for yourself. You
Yeah.
have to. You have to. And I get that the thing that one of the things that breaks my heart is seeing nurses, nurse practitioners, and all of these people who, they're my people. And so I'm like, you could be doing this part for yourself. We could do this. We could do that. Some of them looking at me sideways, like, what are you doing? And some of them are like, yes, do your thing. I'm happy for
Mhm.
you. But I want all of us to do our thing. I want
Mhm.
all of us to step into that space and just do it. Do it, do it, do it,
Do
do
it.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Okay. Like
You know, there's a song for everything.
the whole song.
Wait,
Yes.
wait, wait. Here's one. Do it. Do it. Do it till you're
All
satisfied.
of that,
Come on and do
whatever
it.
it is.
Whatever it
I'm
is.
just telling you, just step out and just do it. Step out and just do it. And this too is why I am so passionate about people starting to tell their story, starting to tell their truth, because as you do, there's healing in it for you, there's evolution of you in there, there's the rebirth of a new you in there. And not that, you need to change who you are or any of those types of things, but it's just about the evolution of you. So that's why I'm always talking about her healing, evolution, and rebirth, because it really is the truth. So as those classes come about, as those retreats come about, step into the space. I want to write books with you.
Wow.
Ready? So if you're ready, that's the space that I want to step into.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people will definitely find healing from writing their story or journaling about their story and
Mhm.
literally just doing things going back to, what they wanted to be when they grew up. Just literally, because we never know what direction that we're thrown into, because we got to pay the student loans, pay the bills, feed the cat, dog, got to get
Right.
married. You got these children. As that
Mhm.
my auntie
Children.
used to
Children,
say,
children, yes.
you got children.
The children.
Yeah.
So go back and find her and learn how
Dream
to slay.
again. Yes,
Dream with her and
dream
slay with her.
again. Dream again. Get back to your
Dream,
most
dream.
authentic self. Like, that's the goal right there. Just do it.
Oh my gosh.
Do it
Well,
to you.
I feel very celebratory, and something told me, please make sure you come today because I see
Yeah.
1 year anniversary. Do you know this is the first time the four of us have been here, Tracy?
I love it. I
Yes.
love it. Yay.
Tracy, you promised I could show up the ingredients to my porridge.
Oh, please do. Please do.
Ooh.
Okay, real quick.
Wait, let me just say this
Ooh,
this
Oh
way
my.
of
I
eating
love it.
is what I loved about being in Belize. I lost weight. I healed. Like I was like, wow. And I ate good.
And nobody was on a diet.
Nobody was on a diet. You didn't have to put 75 ingredients in the pot and just, it was just a wonderful way of eating. So please share
So
share
this
your
is
porridge with us.
Here.
this is a coconut that came off my tree. Oh, it's got my hair.
Wow.
I planted it. One of the young men shucked it. All right. So it has the milk of one coconut, two semi-sweet plantain that came off of my
Ooh.
plantain. It's a huge branch. It has like 100 plantains in it. So I just took two out.
Ooh.
And a little piece like this big
Ginger.
of ginger, and I put a piece for each serving. So what I do is I grind the ginger with the coconut milk, like in the bullet, and then strain it so the ginger juice comes out of there.
Nice.
And then after I steam the plantain, I puree it with the coconut milk, and that's how I get this. And it is so delicious. No sugar, no oil, nothing.
That's a concoction right there. That a potion.
Real cooking, right? No real cooking because all you're doing is steaming the plantain.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Break the starch down.
So the
that's it.
me moment that we should be having is a lesson in how to just make good stuff like that, Mountain Spirit. We just Tracy, we need to just highlight that at one point.
Well, y'all need to get over here because
That's
when
right.
you're in the
The trip.
retreat every morning. No, but
I'm
you're
ready
right
to
now.
eat it.
We need to place it somewhere.
Mhm.
But you can't eat it cold. So I wanted to apologize. I had to eat through the show because once it gets cold, it loses flavor and the essential oils.
Yeah.
So I have to eat it.
So I'm like, please do go ahead and eat your porridge.
Well, you know, because you've had it.
Yes. And thank you for sharing that with us today. Thank you all for celebrating Slay with me today. If you do not or have not already gotten your copy, please do so over at Amazon. The link is in the chat.
It's in the chat.
Yes, we have shared that. And so now it's time to say goodbye. Already, right? I love you all. Thank you so much for joining us today. Come on over to Clubhouse. If you're coming, we'll see you over there. Let's continue this slay together. Much love to you.
Let's go.
Have an amazing day.